All right, we got with us back here on Grady TV again, the one and only Mini Manson. Now, Mini has agreed to kind of become a sort of a regular commentator here on Grady TV. That's one of the things we're going to be doing. Everyone on Grady TV the first time will be interviewed about their life, and a few of them, if there's something special about them or they got that flair just to gab, I'll ask them to become a regular commentator. So I'm hoping we're going to try to get an interview out about every 3 or 4 months with Minnie, and we're just going to be going over some current topics with him and get his take on the state of the world and all that. So Minnie, how you doing?
I'm great.
All right. Well, let's start off right now. Now, you're a musician. Have you heard about this AI music?
No.
They're using artificial intelligence to put out music that sounds like, for instance, I don't know if they've done him yet, but they probably will. They could put out like a whole new song by Marilyn Manson, and it sounds just like him, and it's completely computer generated. It writes the
Yeah, I don't like
song.
that. That's bullshit. Technology is fucked up. They shouldn't be doing that. Real artists only. People want to see them perform. A machine can't go up on a stage and perform. It also can't
Well,
do
it
all
could be
kinds
a
of fucked up
hologram
shit
though.
that will turn you on.
It could be a hologram though, or even
Fuck that
eventually it
shit.
could be an android.
You young whippersnappers with your hoverboards and your holograms. Well, when I was a kid, we only had regular three-dimensional holograms and roller skates with wheels and shit on them. That's the kids of the future. They'll be like saying, you guys with your regular four-dimensional holograms and your hoverboards, look what we got.
Well, think about this though, Minnie. You could use the AI to actually make music for you, so you didn't have to actually do that. Maybe even lyrics, and you could use your real voice on the song.
That it's useful when you make the music, but if the singer is singing and they make music in the background, yeah, I could use something like that actually. I was just telling somebody, they were asking me all the time, people ask, do you write your own music? Well, I told them no, because well, first of all, the copyright issue, people would be stealing it and saying it's theirs and giving me grief. And I don't want to be in court 24 hours a day suing 10 people a day. So, if they're going to copy my work, I'm hoping that they'll give me credit for it at least, or it'll generate interest in me. My thing just ran out there. Yeah, it figures the battery would run out on that when I need it. So anyway, I like to have some music in the background. If I could create a certain sound, I could write and then sing the song to the music. Yes, I need something like that. But that stuff's
All
so
right.
hard for me to understand.
Well, yeah, it's really hard to understand. A lot of stuff is changing with technology. Like, for instance, have you heard about the sex robots?
Yes,
What do you think about them? Would
I
you would
think
you
it's a good
actually
idea.
engage?
I actually think it's a good idea as long as it doesn't go RoboCop on anyone, because that first 5, 10 minutes of that movie scared the shit out of me with that giant robot that killed everyone and it wouldn't obey the guy when he was trying to command it. So don't make
I
nothing
bet.
big like
I
that.
mean, one of my major concerns is probably a robot could fuck you to death.
It could kill you, yes. But
Probably
other than
rupture
that,
your
I mean, if
uterus.
you can control it, yeah, I could rupture your asshole and your spleen.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Fortunately,
even
the
know.
two spleens, so
It may not even be able to understand that. It might mistaken your cries of pain for moans of ecstasy. That's where the sex robots are bad news, man. It doesn't understand pleasure
robots
from
are
pain.
bullshit in general. But I mean, if it has limited control and it can't grab you or put its legs around you or do not shit like that, as long as you have complete control over it, even when you do the Murphy's Law checklist, what could go wrong? It's the things you can't think of that go wrong that should worry you. Well, we might give this little pill in case you get stranded. You could get stranded, your ship could blow up, or you could be on Mars there. They were talking about mission to Mars, and the scientist had the pill, the cyanide pill. He said, this is for all the reasons we can't think of.
Well,
So,
I'm technology scares me a lot,
me
especially the
too.
Wi-Fi stuff because of the radiation involved and all that.
Yeah, that too, but I just don't like technology. It is useful, and I will have to use it because, it's there.
I mean,
But if I
I
had a
mean,
choice, I wouldn't use it at all. If I had a choice, I'd rather go back to the 1970s when people hung out on their porch. There was no cameras in every street corner. We didn't have to use the fucking internet. You use your telephone, or you'd write a snail mail letter, or pen pals. That shit is fun, and they've taken that great shit away. Writing a letter by hand. And, George Bush Sr., I used to write him. He used to sit there and write me handwritten letters. Barbara Bush, too. As busy as they are, as elite as these people are, and as busy as they are, they came from a generation where you would sit there and handwrite a letter. George and Barbara Bush writing me, a nobody, fucking letters. I wish I still had that shit. I'd show it to you. All that stuff got gone. It
what do
got
you do with it?
gone. Well, some of them I sold autographs, and others I lost everything when I became, houseless. So
Uh,
that's where all that stuff went. I didn't have nowhere to store it, so bye-bye.
is
Some
that
of
where
it got
your Archie
destroyed.
comics went?
I put it in boxes and shit and stored it in someone's garage, and it all got wet and moist and destroyed. So I did try to save
Yeah.
some of that shit.
Well,
I
you
could
know what
tell
they
you.
say is like they've got studies that show cell phones possibly cause brain cancer.
Yeah, that's why I use
Um,
the speech function on my phone. I don't put my phone to my ear.
I don't either. I don't either. I use like a connected wired earpiece. But my thing is, imagine if you put like some steel cock in your ass, and it's probably radioactive too. Like it's probably going to be as radio. It's probably going
You
to be
thought
connected to a
about this much
Wi-Fi.
more than I have.
I'm
That
just
makes
saying,
sense.
man.
So we need
You
people
want?
like you to work for these companies so that you can give them Murphy's Law.
Yeah, look at
Anything
look.
to go wrong,
You
we
trying to
need
get
people
people
like
ass
you.
cancer with this product you just developed? They have this thing. I think it's called a butterfly or something like that, and it's like a Wi-Fi vibrator. You put it in your girlfriend's vagina, and she wears it around. And you can have an app on your phone, and you can like make it vibrate anytime you want to.
They're gonna do that if you can think it here, it's gonna happen here.
No, it's
So
out
yeah,
there, and I'm thinking,
see,
okay, I
whoa,
don't know if I would want Bluetooth technology radiating my pussy all fucking day. You know what I mean? Seems like a
yeah.
bad news to me. And then these
Well, what
guys
if I
love it.
did it?
I'm gonna make it.
Being an entertainer, if I did that, my fans would be radiating or vibrating my pussy all day long and my asshole
Yeah.
too.
Well, that's the way you could like charge dollar
I
a
charge
minute.
more than that. 20
That's 60
bucks an
bucks.
hour.
That's 60 bucks. That's 60 bucks an hour, a dollar a minute.
Okay, there you go.
And then you only have to deal with it. Like maybe you just get like a couple of days for like 2 minutes a day, your ass just starts vibrating.
Yeah.
There's some pervert watching you.
There's this magazine called Taboo Illustrated. Have you ever read that? They draw the cartoons of things that so as men doing really impossible things to women, and some of them do have the AI robots. But I thought, I wish I had the time to sit there and change. I would upset the whole cart of apples, and I would have men being tortured instead. That would be hot, or more people would buy that magazine if they had men being tied up and have things done to their balls and their dick holes and assholes like they draw the women. Because all that vanilla sex porn doesn't do shit for me, not even in comic book form. Or I should
Yeah, I
draw one
remember.
with the animals raping the guys. I mean, even Larry Flint would get offended by that. I bet you I could offend Larry Flint.
Yeah, I think you told me you like one time you were mad at me, and I think you told me you were going to take like a cane and strip the pig fat off my ass or something like that. That was
Nah,
like
I don't
that was
remember
like
that.
one
I'll
of
get
the
mad at
best. That was
everyone
like one
though.
of the best. Nah, I'm pretty. I think I can dig it up.
You're a good
Anyway,
guy though. Don't worry. If I get mad at you, that just means you're close to Marilyn,
that
to
was
Mini
like one of
Manson.
the. That was one of
So
my favorite messages I ever got. I showed it to everybody.
really,
Yeah,
I can't remember writing that,
I
but
was
okay.
laughing my ass off, man. It's just the way you wrote it. But anyway,
I'm funny like that.
yeah,
But yeah,
I take you seriously, but shit like that, I don't take you seriously.
anybody that works close with me, eventually they're going to get yelled at. And, that just means that you're close to Mini Manson. Take it as like a badge of honor.
all that shit's gonna happen. Oh my god.
Yeah, because I'm a perfectionist. I'm an artist, you know. I'm just Kanye West is like that, and Marilyn Manson, your top artist. Prince was like that. You have to be
There
like
you
that.
go.
Otherwise, you don't get your work done the way you want. People will walk all over you.